Oh, I ripped the skin.
I ripped the skin. I ripped the skin.
Psych. It's 2002's boy band. Welcome back to the show, everyone. I'm Jason from Barefoot. This is Squeaky Clean Adult Films. Allow me to put on some Jean-Paul Gaultier for good luck. We're smelling good. We're feeling good. It's VHSeptember 2002. And it's Josh Eliot. Amazing artist. I follow him on YouTube. You should all too. It's above my head right now, probably. Make that note. It's his second time on the show. He was the producer and camera operator of More Wood Contractors, which was a Tony Fontana movie. And now they've switched places. Josh Eliot, auteur status. He wrote and directed this. He also produced it. He also edited it. Tony Fontana, writer and producer of More Wood Contractors, is now shooting this one. They've literally switched places. And we get a cameo from Tony. So he's in this and he shot it. Brad Austin and Ed Brinko shot this with him, 3 videographers, and this is amazing. Almost every video I post right now, the Steve Rambo meme is the #1 thing I get on Instagram. Go look at the comments and see how many Steve Rambos you can count. It doesn't matter if it's gay or straight. We post a lot of adult material, and I see Steve Rambo's mug looking at me, all the time. Well, that is this. Sonic Seduction made the music. Wait to hear the opening theme when we get to see all the hunky dudes' faces. That song is so amazing, and so is when we get to that famous meme scene. Very ominous score. Sonic Seduction's just killing it. I love that opening theme, but my second choice is when he's walking into like the Deliverance home. Great synths. And speaking of music, Sharon Kane, just last week, she sang us a song from Bimbo Bowlers from Buffalo. This time, she's not singing, but music and lyrics for the main song of the boy band is by Sharon Kane. Ryan Hamilton on vocals, constructed by Sharon Kane. We love Sharon Kane. She's in this movie too. And we love Josh Eliot. We talked a lot about him on More Wood Contractors. He did the infamous, I just rewatched it today, Valley of the Bidolls, Revenge of the Bidolls, and Night of the Living Bidolls. And I know I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. Josh squeaky cleaned those 3 smash hits and combined the clean version so you can watch the whole clean trilogy on YouTube. Combined them. Valley, Revenge, Night of. The combination is called Far Beyond the Valley of the Bidolls. And Sharon Kane's in that too. Steve Rambo's in it too. He's in the 3rd one. This was an hour and 54 minutes long. 6 minutes shy of 2 hours. The clean version is 24. I already know someone cut the adult scenes out, put it on YouTube. It's like, I think close to 40 minutes. I didn't watch it. I will watch it. I'll compare and contrast later. But the 30, almost 40, ours is 24, and it's G-rated. The best we can offer here. And I'm sorry, Sharon Kane is a madman. I took all her swears out, which all we're really missing is some insane John Waters type tantrums, more like Mink Stole tantrums from Sharon Kane, but you still get to see her lose her freaking mind. Her performance is all over the place, her 18th time on the show. So why don't you guys just watch this? This was way too long, and we'll talk about all these actors at the end.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a bind. I need to talk to Nance Freely.
Excuse me, Miss Freely? Yeah. Arthur Duke is on the line. He says it's an emergency.
What is it, Puke? I'm extremely busy.
Well, I'm here in Yosemite.
Did you sign that local kid before Schuster Records got to him?
Well, not exactly. You see, my car broke down. I'm still about 50 miles from Jasperville.
Spare me the details. Was I not clear on the fact that he was being pursued by our competitors?
Yes, you were.
Did you not say to me that you would not let me down? That you would bring back that prize lamb? That you would personally guarantee that he would sign a contract with us?
Yes, I said all those things. And please don't worry. I'll keep good on my word.
And how do you intend to do all that?
Calling to see if you could contact him to let him know I'm running a little late. You see, my phone battery's weak, and I needed to call for roadside assistance.
You haven't called roadside assistance for help yet.
Well, no. You see, I left my card in my other wallet.
Fart Puke.
That's Art Duke.
Oh, don't you dare correct me.
Hello? Hello, what was that last part?
Hello! Hello!
Hello?
You got 2 seconds to explain what you're doing on my property.
Oh, hi. My car broke down a few miles down the road. I'm looking for a phone.
Ain't got no phone.
Oh, okay. Well, could you tell me where the nearest town is then?
Nearest town's about an hour north from here. My uncle can give you a ride, I suppose.
Oh, great. Is your uncle here?
Nope. Gone fishing. He'll be back, though.
You mind if I wait here?
Looks like you ain't got much choice.
I sure hope he ain't going for no chainsaw.
I ripped the skin.
Well, my daddy taught me a few things, too, like how not to rip the skin.
Will you show me?
I'd be right happy to.
I don't suppose they'd be fishing at this time of the day.
Not likely. They're probably settling in for the night.
What? Aren't they coming back here tonight?
Doubtful. When they take off for a fishing trip, they're usually gone for about a week.
A week? Well, when did they leave on this trip?
Couple of mornings ago. You better get some shut-eye. Chores start at dawn.
I'm not a morning person.
You will be as long as you're a guest on my property. Everybody earns their keep here.
Great. Up with the roosters, huh?
Yep. Fixed a hay bed for you out there in the barn. There's some horse blankets in there for you to cover up.
A real five-star resort.
Not then.
The invitations have all gone out. Every asswipe reporter in Hollywood has accepted. I am screwed.
Listen, Nance, calm down. We have a few days to pull ourselves together here.
A few days. I quoted our lead singer as being a rare find from America's heartland, unscarred by society, a country boy with big city good looks, a newcomer with the voice of an angel.
You found him. Arthur Duke will get to Jesperville and sign him. Just have some faith.
Faith?
Nance, what do you always say? It's not over until it's over. I'm sure Art is back on the road and within minutes from Jesperville.
I announced to the world that I had a new boy band. A boy band that would blow any other out of the water. And they expect to meet this new band at a party in 5 days. 5 days.
Nance, put it out of your mind. We've got the drummer right here. Ray and Chad are signing him as we speak. You see, things are moving along just fine. You'll have your band, with plenty of time to spare before the debut party you've arranged.
I don't know. This plot of yours could blow up in our faces.
You worry too much.
He's the best drummer that we auditioned. Nance is really sold on him.
He's hungry. He's not going to walk away from a sure thing like this.
He better not. Come on in and take a seat. I hope you didn't mind coming to my home for this meeting.
No, not at all.
Can I get you something to drink?
I don't drink. Or do drugs.
I think that's noble. And in my opinion, that gives you just the right character. You'll be perfect for the band. But unfortunately, I'm not the only one involved in the selection process.
I don't understand.
When I called to tell you you were chosen to be the drummer for the band, I kind of spoke a bit prematurely.
So nothing bad?
Nobody's saying that.
So what exactly are you saying?
What we're saying is this goody-goody act won't cut it.
Chad.
We're saying the band needs a bad boy. You know what I mean by a bad boy?
Why don't you tell me?
I don't have a problem with it.
No one's making you do anything.
Like hell.
It's how we get our kicks. Managing a band is a big honor.
That's right. We've got to pounce now before you get a big overpaid head on your shoulders. Congratulations. You're officially part of the band.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
See you at rehearsal.
They turn so quickly, don't they?
You got that right.
Hey, looks like we have a fax. Nance. You're scaring me. Oh, Nance. I'm sorry. They signed him.
They've signed my death warrant. Everything I've struggled to build has been ruined. Nance Freely's been had by the competition. Oh. Oh.
BMK. Thank goodness, Richard. Nance, it's Richard on line 2.
I can't talk to him. I just can't. Oh.
Schuster Records. They stole her voice. She's having a breakdown. What? I don't know. I'll ask her. Hey, Richard says Dan, one of the roofers working in his place, is a singer. Richard said his demo tape is awesome.
I'll take the call.
He's that good. And he fits the bill. Unknown. From a small town. A blue-collar type kid. So what? You want to audition him?
Well, of course I want to hear him. I'm desperate. I need some time, though. Give him the office address and tell him to come by at 5.
You see? Everything just might work out.
I nearly just had a nervous breakdown. You weren't paying attention, were you? Get me a masseuse. I'm so tight, I feel like I've just been embalmed.
Right away.
Yeah. Pay up, buddy.
Where's the rest of my money?
You're not gonna pull that one, are you?
I'm serious. How much money did I lose to you guys?
I cough up the dough.
Well, where's Dan? He'll lend me the money.
He's inside talking to the guy that owns the house.
Well, when he comes back out, I'll pay you what I owe you.
Pay up your $20 debt right now.
And what were you doing in the house all that time?
The owner set up an audition for me to perform in front of Nance Freely.
The head of BMK Music?
The very same.
See you guys tomorrow.
Good night.
Later, guys.
Good night.
Sure hope Nance signs you to a contract.
Me too. Do you know how hard it is to get an appointment with Nance?
Yeah, I've heard. Well, see you tomorrow. Hey, do you still want me to pick you up tomorrow?
Okay, thanks.
Okay, I'll be by around 7. Night.
Nance, if I might speak plainly, I think you're crazy to go ahead with this party without having your lead singer signed.
I will not let fart puke make me a laughingstock. I'll have that band together in time for the party.
Miss Freely, you're tensing up. You need to relax.
One more thing. Your contractor called the office to say they were going home today. Something about an electrical union strike.
Hello, this is Jack.
This is a bit of information about you and your crew cutting off early today.
The Electrician's union is on strike. We can't proceed until the wiring is completed. I'm sure you don't want the east wing of your house to burn down.
No, I don't want that. But I do need that room completed. Do you expect me to hold next Saturday's party in an unfinished section of my home? Now, how would that look?
The guys and I are more than willing to do the wiring for you.
I'm thrilled and extremely busy, so don't make me call you again.
What have you done? What do you call this?
I cut a hole for the electrical box.
It's round.
So?
So? Haven't you ever seen an electrical box? It's rectangular.
What, this won't work?
Art, I want you to meet my kin. This is my Uncle Mark.
Howdy.
Nice to meet you.
And this here is little man Darren. Go on, shake his hand. Dang him, ornery little bugger.
He's shy as a kitten, not used to being around strangers.
Someone should tell him I don't bite. Well, I'll just grab my things so that you can drive me into town.
Drive? I just drove for 2 days from that fishing hole. What's he talking about, Brad?
His car broke down. I told him you'd give him a ride up to that town up north.
I'm tired. I'm not driving anywhere.
Well, then, can you drive me?
Don't drive. Never have. You two need to work this out.
I don't know what to say. I need to get to civilization. I need you to drive me, please. I'll pay you whatever you want.
I don't need your money. Maybe in the morning.
Yeah, Richard. It's Charlie. Nat Smith, that roofer, he's good. He's real good. But he's not lead singer material.
Oh, that's too bad. I bet Dan was upset.
Dan? No. His name was Chris.
Now I'm confused. I gave Nance's office address to a guy named Dan.
Chris, Dan, whatever. We're going to change his name anyway.
Wait a minute. I thought you said you didn't hire him.
No, not for the lead. But Nance liked him so much, she decided to turn the trio into a quartet.
Oh, well, that's good. I'll keep my eyes and ears open for some new talent. I know she doesn't have a lot of time left before her big party.
Okay, thanks, Richard.
Let me guess, they're not driving into town, are they?
No, not until morning, I guess.
If you're lucky.
What do you mean by that?
You'll find out. But if I were you, I'd take the keys from Mark and get myself out of here.
How am I supposed to do that? He has them strapped to his belt.
Well, I know there's a spare.
Really? Can you show me?
Sure.
They're getting away! They're getting away!
Hey, you idiot! You left the police for him!
I didn't know he'd take them!
Stupid idiot!
Where's that music coming from? What are you doing in here?
Did we escape?
We? What are you talking about? You have to go home before your brothers find out you're missing.
They're not my brothers.
What? What are you saying?
Lunatics who weren't going to let you go either.
I can't believe this story you're telling me. It's macabre.
Tell me about it.
That song you were singing when I was driving, whose was it?
It's mine. I wrote poems and songs in my spare time. And believe me, there was a lot of spare time on that psycho farm.
You can hold quite a tune. Who taught you how to sing?
I taught myself. And not half bad either, if I must say so myself.
No, not half bad at all. In fact, I think I've got an idea. Get in the passenger seat.
Something wrong. I got the feeling that I don't belong. Could it be that what we had is gone? Maybe we should talk about it. But then you act like there's not much to say. I'm getting tired of these games you play. I didn't think that it would end this way, but maybe I can
I would like to congratulate you on a job well done with that music video. It looks amazing.
And thank you, Nance, for giving us all the chance to prove ourselves to you.
Yeah, and for not firing me when you found out I screwed my friend out of an interview with you by stealing an access pass to BMK.
Yeah, Nance, it all looks great, but next time we want all the musicians to be in the video.
No, we don't. I don't have enough screen time as it is.
I've got big plans for the four of you, so I want you to get some rest, okay? Because tomorrow morning we're going to be starting bright and early on completing that album.
Well, you know us, Nance. Early to bed.
Early to rise.
Will make us healthy, wealthy, and oh so wise.
Okay, I get it. Play it safe. Bye.
Well, you pulled off another one.
Of course I did. What? You had doubts?
Never. Not for a second.
Remember, a day without Nance Freely is like a day without music. Now get back to work.
So what did you think of that? Pretty awesome, huh? So well made. Everything. To shooting, to editing, to score, to all the performances. Literally amazing. I just told Josh yesterday that Total Corruption 2 One Night in Jail is one of my favorite movies. Chi-Chi LaRue. And it is one of my favorite movies. In the 200th episode celebration, I was going to do best ofs, but One Night in Jail got third place of all out of 200. Pretty good. And boy band is right up there with it. Steve Rambo, his second time on the show. Everyone, it's their first time on the show, minus Sharon Kane and Steve Rambo. He was in Morewood Contractor, so this is the second time we've seen him. He was also in the third installment of the Bydolls trilogy, which would be Night of the Living Bydolls. And he played Arthur Duke. Art Duke, though, so Sharon could call him Fart Puke. Brad McGuire, first time on the show. I'm not going to say that for everyone. Everyone else, well, Sharon Kane, we'll do her second. 18th time on the show. Total Mink Stole. Really, total Sharon Kane. That's almost like selling her short. She is so amazing. And we've seen that a lot this month. Not that we don't love every single Sharon Kane performance, but between Blue Jeans and She's So Fine, it's on record. You can watch me say it on YouTube. She has, between those two films, which were relatively close to each other, she is in my top tier, S tier, whatever you want to say. That's Sharon Kane. Her stopping and starting crying, where she's crying, she hears that name, and goes, I'll take the call, gets the phone, has to start crying again, and then starts to talk, and then doesn't, and then is just totally regular. Chef's kiss. Okay, now everybody else, it's their first time on the show. Brad McGuire, he's the bald guy who shares the scene from the famous meme. I don't know if it was because of that, but he was probably my favorite. Him or Sharon Kane's assistant were my favorites. Well, I mean, obviously, I don't mean to be a jerk to everyone else, but Steve Rambo and Sharon Kane are my favorites. What I'm saying is I loved Brad McGuire's performance, and also, I'm kind of doing this out of order, but Jeff Burton played Sharon's assistant, the man that was with her. He did amazing. First of all, famous photographer who's only acted in 2 movies ever. So man, we got to get him in front of the camera more. Charlie, I think his name was Charlie. Everyone else played, not Steve Rambo or Sharon Kane or Jeff Burton. Oh, that's weird. Everyone else played their name, which is a staple of independent film. Everyone just uses their real name. Brad McGuire's name in this movie was Brad. And one person played his full name. Ray, Chad, and Marco are coming up if I'm doing this chronologically. Ray Harley played Ray, Chad Hunt played Chad, but Marco Paris played Marco Paris. His full name was his full name. Ray, Chad, and Marco were that opening, or the second scene after the farm, where they are auditioning the drummer. Drummer was Marco Paris. Ray and Chad were both in management. And then we have a kind of bonker scene where it appears they are playing penny dice? Playing dice with pennies? I don't know if that's a real thing. It might be. Ryan Matthews and Chris Sullivan, they were trying to kind of hold court, making Matt Ryder pay up some money. Then Danny Chase comes in to tie his shoe and get his paperwork stolen. We wondered if we had to change this from G to PG because there was some thievery and trickery, but we left it at G. Chris Sullivan was the letter stealer. Then we have Chad Williams, Jesse Cooper, and Tuck Johnson. Electrician scene. They're fixing up a wing of Sharon Kane's house. Back on the farm, that was Tony Fontana, our camera operator, one of three, our writer-director of Morewood Contractors, playing Uncle Mark. And then he had little Darren with him, the fella that escaped, that was Kurt Wagner, singer, actual member of the boy band. I was a little confused at the end because Marco Paris wasn't there. He was the one who just got hired as the drummer. Maybe he doesn't get to be in the music video. It's just a drummer. Hey, drummer's the heartbeat of the song and bass. But Devin Barry and Court Logan joined, completed our boy band. And that's that. God, there was so many names. I hope I didn't mess any up. Probably did. I'm one mistake after another. But I tried. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. Sorry if I did mess up anything. And that's that. I told you that I got shook by YouTube last week, but we're coming in full force. We're not stopping anything. If anything, we're ranking up production. The main thing is that, and I posted about this, there's people that like this show, so why would I, and I enjoy doing it, and so why would I hurt both of us just because YouTube's being a jerk? We'll just keep doing our thing, and the environment will just do what the environment does. I can't control that. Why was I being such a crybaby? Plus, when someone finds our channel, there is a cornucopia. This is episode 271. Imagine not knowing what Squeaky Clean Adult Films is, finding it, and going, oh, I wonder if there's more. Not to mention we have way over 1,000 videos, but just of this one project, bam. Then there's the movies we write and direct, and then there's the whatever. A lot of stuff to pick through here at Barefoot Independent. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that. We have donation buttons if you want to. And what was that? Oh, yeah. Is anybody looking for a remote editor? Anybody industry-wise needs an award-winning editor? I've cut footage for RZA. I've literally cut footage for the Wu-Tang Clan. Jim Jarmusch. I've cut footage for so many people. 1,000 hours logged on Avid. I have 3 editing bays at my house, and I have no work. If anybody needs an editor, hit me up. Are we still saying the thing? Don't like, don't subscribe, don't share, just watch. Don't do anything. We're back on the horse. Engagement is the devil. Don't subscribe, don't like, don't share, just watch. All right, that wraps it up for a Wednesday edition. Oh, I didn't even talk about this movie. Has been requested a bunch. Wednesdays are the audience picks, and Sundays I pick, and Friday is the trash day. I forgot to even say that in my intro. I'm not going to cut this in. Whatever. This is a highly requested movie. I don't have screenshots. I don't have the receipts. But believe you me, think of the meme. This thing has been requested a bajillion times. And I was happy to provide it in a G-rated fashion. See ya.